Sex Education hit our screens on the Netflix streaming platform back in January, and in all honesty, it took the world by storm. Just as Big Mouth did, this show tackled difficult to talk about topics and made humour out of them, but in a relatable way. Revolving heavily around sex, it's a show that pushes the boundaries with many of the scenes in the show. With Netflix commissioning another season of Sex Education, when will it be coming out? And what's it going to be about? Well, let's find out. Before I go ahead, make sure you go over to my Twitter, @BrainPilot_, and tweet me what show or movie you'd like me to review next. So without further ado, I'm BrainPilot, and here is Sex Education Season 2, What We Know. Just to let you know, this video will contain spoilers, so watch with caution. The cast. Netflix has announced that all of the main cast that appeared in Season 1 of the show will be returning to Season 2 when it's released. So that means that Asa Butterfield will be returning as the main character Otis, so we'll be able to continue watching his journey. He will also be joined by Ncuti Gatwa, Emma Mackey, Gillian Anderson, Kedar Williams-Sterling, Tanya Reynolds, Connor Swindles, Amy Lou Wood, and Patricia Allison. They'll all be reprising their roles from the first season. The showrunner stated how she finds the character Otis's journey extremely interesting, and that in Season 2, we'll pick up from where we left off. I'm sure that we'll see Otis, Ola, and Maeve's love triangle develop on from what we saw in the last episode. The release date. It has been confirmed that Netflix have commissioned another season of the show, and the cast are currently underway filming Season 2. Actors have been spotted out reprising their roles, so it's safe to say that the new season is imminent. The first season was released in January of this year, so I can't really imagine the new season coming out before the end of this year. My guess is that the show will come out in 2020, maybe around the same time in January. The site where they filmed the show has been granted to the crew of Sex Education until the end of 2020, which means they may be getting ready to film a Season 3 if all goes well with the new release. Judging by the fact that 40 million viewers tuned in to watch Season 1, I think Season 2 will go down a storm. There's nothing else really like it on the platform, so it has that originality in its favour. The story. The main plot for the second season is being tightly gripped. There's not been that much put out there surrounding it. However, as I mentioned, it's going to follow on from the end of the first season. With Maeve realising her feelings for Otis, however, witnessing Otis with Ola, that's something that will be addressed, along with the relationship of Adam and Eric. Whilst not that much is known surrounding the plot, what we can probably guess is that they're going to make as much effort with their sex scenes as possible, just as they did in the first season. In Season 1 of the show, they hired a specific choreographer to choreograph sex scenes, to the point where they would carry out certain actions for a certain amount of seconds and then move on. So expect to see that again. Unfortunately, for now, that's all that's known about Season 2 of Sex Education, but I'm sure more information will be released as the months go on. If you want to support the channel in a different way, then head over to my Patreon. Over there, you can get your hands on some exclusive content that's just for you. Take a look and see what you think. If you want to see what I've rated many other TV shows and movies, then head over to my Letterboxd. Comment a movie and I'll rate it over there. What did you think of Season 1 of Sex Education? Did you enjoy it? Leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.